Howdy, Year 9s. I thought I'd give you a little example of one way that you can present your information. Prezi is a fantastic presentation system. It's a bit like PowerPoint, but it's got so many more quirky things that you can do. Firstly, you can have these great backgrounds, and even in a free, using just, not purchasing Prezi, because you can buy it as a student or you can log on as a student. If you do that, you do have to sign up and all of that hoo-ha, so if you're not keen for that, that's fine, but it's just got this great functionality. It can be a bit tricky to use, but I'll just quickly show you one that I made a few years ago. So this one was about Silent Anzac. Now this was this background was already in Prezi, and I just chose that background. When I started off, this is where I started. So the Silent Anzac is blah, 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 that. And then I was talking about this diesel electric engine that was all very silent for the time. There's a picture. It was actually built in England. There's a video here, probably not loading because of the poor internet here, but you can embed in videos. Then that big trek that I just did, so I can also scroll out myself and move back. So I put this arrow in and then ended up in Sydney, Australia, which is where the AE1 and AE2 submarines sailed to in World War I. And that was it, docked in Sydney Harbour. This was the captain and his crew. They were considered a vagabond group of men who didn't, they were quite cavalier, and it was quite dangerous work. In fact, the AE, one of the subs was lost in 1914, only just found a couple of years ago actually. And then it had to go and fight at Gallipoli, and it did this great trek through the Dardanelles. And you can go in a bit closer. There was a pic. Oh, there's a video. There's sounds. That's right. You can embed a sound. This is what the sound was like as they went through the Dardanelles, because there were mines all through there. Anyway, moving on. So they make it through the Dardanelles. So I've inserted all these maps and into the Sea of Marmara, and they ran amok. Anyway, that's move on. The Turkish soldiers, every time they came up with their periscope, they knew they were in there, but they just couldn't quite find them. But it allowed, and then eventually it's been found. 1998, they found it. And these people back in, not these people in particular, but in 1914, the Turks and the Aussies were shooting at each other. But basically that's my... Okay, sorry, where am I recording? Hope that all went in there. Anyway, to actually edit this, if I want to edit it, so you can see how you can scroll in and out and move things across, and you can see how small some of those things are. So you get to, let's say I wanted to add something about how after the war they all went to America and had a big party. So I can put in a new frame. I can just drag this over and put a frame in there. If I didn't want a circle frame, I could put brackets. I could put a rectangle. Inside the rectangle, I can make it bigger, smaller. The hand means I can move it around. I can insert things, an image, a symbol, YouTube video, whole range of things. I can add some background music and so on. If I wanted to move some of these around, so let's say I want that to be ahead of that, I can just move those around, so that would tell you the order that it goes in. So I really wanted to make this quite a quick video. It's been 4 minutes, so I'll stop there, but that is a great idea. You can put videos in, you can put text. Text will, so I might have to make that bigger. So you can just scroll in and out. Oh, that's on a different thing. Start with some text. Hi there. So you can write in there, and you can use all of these functions as well. I'm going to stop. It's just a quick note about how to organise and use Prezi.